If you trade without spotting a market structure shift, you're just guessing. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how market structures form, what it really means, and how smart money uses it to move the markets. Plus, at the end of the video, I'll share you a free market structure shift entry strategy that I use every single day during the New York Open. Now, to properly form a market structure shift, you need two indications, a manipulation leg and a market structure shift. So you might ask, Alexander, what are you talking about? Why do you need two pairs? Like, for example, say this is the chart, right? You have the push lower and then the push higher. So you can just say this accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Perfect. Now, to actually form a market structure shift, you have to have a sense of a manipulation leg. This shows that the stock is actually coming lower, sweeping out all this generated liquidity, and then has that push higher. So in this case, market structure shift will go at wick high of the candle, and the first push, in this case, the first push to make this downward candle to sweep out these lows is going to be the market structure shift. And same thing, vice versa, if we are looking for shorts in this case, it's going to be the first push to make this manipulation in the form of a trade. Now, if you don't understand, don't worry, I'm going to get into a real life example on the charts. Now, when we're jumping on the chart, we can see that we're making newer lows. So we're sort of in a little downtrend in this time frame. So now, looking for a market structure shift, again, you need a manipulation leg and the market structure shift gets confirmed. So what do? Manipulation goes right at the low that got swept, the previous low. Now on the first candle that made that manipulation low is going to be right here. And you always want to mark out the market structure shift at the wick high. So now we wait. And our goal is to see once candle forms above it. Second, we have a full body close, which is right there. A market structure shift is confirmed. Now, this is telling us that in a downtrend in this area, second we make this market structure shift, it confirms that we are actually changing the trend direction. Now, instead of being in a downtrend, we're going to be in an uptrend. Now, let's make markets play out over here. And you can see that we end up having that overall push higher. Now, actually, I just noticed this. Same thing over here. What are we doing? We're in an uptrend, correct? Now, the first candle that we manipulate these highs, this becomes our manipulation leg. And the first candle lower to make that push higher is going to be right here at the wick, market structure shift, bang. Second, we make that full break, we are automatically now in a downtrend. Now, for another example, same exact thing. We have our manipulation leg right over here. Why? Because we are sweeping out these lows. So on the first push that made that sweep is going to be right over here because we have a series of, in this case, white candles. Series of white candles. We made that sweep. Now this becomes our potential market structure shift. So the second we have a full body close above it, this is telling us that we are changing the trend from that downtrend to now an uptrend. So let's play market out, and this is a very beautiful entry for a reversal. Now on the final example, just to sum everything up, as you can see, we're in a very, very strong uptrend over here. Now we want to see a market structure shift get put in place so we can possibly have a push lower and we can catch a very nice reversal. Well, manipulation leg goes right at these highs. Why? Because we're manipulating these highs. We're faking everyone out and thinking we want to go higher, but in reality, we completely manipulate it. And market structure shift goes at the wick close on the first push to make that manipulation high. So now, once again, we wait for a full body close, and it's honestly as easy as that. Just before I let you go, I'm going to show you now a strategy that you can pair with it. So this is a high in this case. We're going to say this is the manipulation high. And since we are in a very strong uptrend, I'd want to see this get wicked out. Then on the first push that made this consecutive candles all the way to these highs is going to be my market structure shift. Now you're going to say, Alex, well, this is actually a break in the formation to make that manipulation. Yes, I agree. But in this case, when majority candles are in, for example, they're supposed to be green, but they're black, then manipulation goes on the first push. So the second we can get that close below, this is a easy confirmation. Right over here, we have that inversion for value gap. And guys, You take the entry the second we break it, and it's honestly as simple as that. So that's a very beautiful entry that you can pair into your strategy. Now, guys, I hope this video made sense. If it did, let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you again. And of course, if you do want to learn one-on-one with me, I have a little mentorship down below. It's a free trial, so check it out, see if you like it. And I hope to see you guys again. Peace.